A new One Piece app that collected the anger of Oda himself, a new manga from the author of Nagatoro and Evangelion Burgers? Let's dive in. You really have to put in the effort to make a mangaka mad, especially someone who writes his fights like they're from Looney Tunes. Well, it seems like somebody did put in the effort, and it was no other than Shueisha and Bandai themselves. A few months ago, they released a new mobile app called One Piece Base, designed to be the ultimate hub for fans of the iconic series. Released on 13th of October of last year in Japan, the app offers an impressive range of features, from reading the manga to even watching the anime. There is one feature, however, that is very interesting, which is the ability to transform any photo into an illustration in Oda style. And because we all know how the brain of the average One Piece fan works, you might have some concerns about that. And there is one more person that does. In a recent social media post, Oda praised the app's photo to art feature as entertaining, but couldn't resist poking fun at a specific limitation. He wrote, "Every kind of photo, I know exactly what you're all thinking." So I asked, can lewd photos also be converted to One Piece illustrations? But the response was, that's restricted. What? Are you serious? I confronted the editorial team saying I carry the expectations of everyone on my shoulders. But unfortunately, I couldn't change it. I would now tell you to try it out for yourselves, but unfortunately there is one catch. The app is, as we are often used to, only available in Japan. I can imagine that with the ability to read the manga or even watch the anime, it would be a huge legal mess to bring over the app to another country, let alone multiple. I'm curious to see what you guys think about apps that are solely dedicated to one anime. I think there are only a few franchises that can pull off something like that in the first place, but I appreciate any effort to get people away from Twitter. If this rumor turns out to be true, then Demon Slayer fans are in for a rough time. In the most trustworthy place of the internet, Twitter, there is a rumor going around which says that the first movie of the Infinity Castle arc of Demon Slayer is supposed to release in Japanese cinemas on the 12th of September. Crunchyroll has already confirmed that there is going to be a worldwide release, and if the previous rumor is true, then this will be on the 17th of September, which means about 5 days later than in Japan. It seems to be enough time to avoid low quality cam rips from shady sites, but the root of this suspicion came from the fact that an unnamed movie by Crunchyroll, Aniplex and Sony has been listed for these dates. This already seems like a test of patience for Demon Slayer fans, especially after the big cliffhanger at the end of the previous season. However, there might be some more bad news. Again, take this with a grain of salt, but according to the same rumor, the studio plans to release a movie every 2 years. You know that the arc is supposed to be a trilogy, so if you paid attention to your math classes, this means that we won't be seeing the ending of Demon Slayer until almost the end of the decade, or in other words 2029, but that does not sound as dramatic. I don't even remember half the things that happened in the last season, probably because nothing much happened until the last 2 episodes, but this is still insane to think about. Let's just hope that I was baited by some misinformation on Twitter, which, after saying that out loud... Anyway, your New Year's resolution of 2025 could take a lot of different forms. You might plan to lose some weight, gain some weight, find the love of your life, or go on that Japan trip you always planned. You know what? Throw that all away and make place for Nanashi. If you don't know who Nanashi is, he is the author behind the girl that you see as the profile picture of half the members of your local anime Discord server, which is called Nagatoro, or more specifically from the manga, Don't Bully Me Nagatoro-san. And for all of you who have been bullied at high school, at university, at work, at your local Waffle House, I have good news for you. That's a brand new sentence. Nanashi has announced on his Twitter page that his plan for 2025 is to launch a new manga series. His most popular work, Don't Bully Me Nagatoro-san, has been running from 2017 to July of 2024 and is actually one of the first manga I have ever read, and one of the very few that I have followed since its beginning. Is it going to be a rom-com again? Who knows? Will it have an extremely smug heroine again? I better hope so. What do you want to see from the author of Nagatoro? Let me know in the comments. Hestia and the rest. Or at least that's my impression of Danmachi as someone who has not seen the anime. I have some good news for you guys, because the anime is returning on the 7th of February with episodes 12 and 13. Starting from episode 12 of the currently ongoing season 5 of the anime, the studio took a production-related hiatus. Also, can somebody tell me what's exactly going on in Danmachi, because how has this already 5 seasons? Anyway, that means that very soon we will have the continuation of the Fertility Goddess arc. No, seriously, what the hell is going on in that show? Previously, episode 9 also had delays already, so it's probably better that JC staff took that break. Meanwhile, the light novel has already 20 volumes, the last one being released in December of 2024. And honestly, in that genre, this feels almost like a below average number of volumes. The upcoming volume, 21, will be the start of the final arc, so we will finally know if it's okay to pick up girls in a dungeon or something like that. If you've always wanted a taste of your waifu, look no further, because this new anime collaboration has you covered. You all remember the scene in Neon Genesis Evangelion where Shinji got his hands a little dirty? Well, it turns out it was actually mayonnaise, which he got on by eating these newly announced Evangelion burgers. McDonald's Japan introduces 3 time-limited burgers, the Sakukiri potato and Nikuatsu beef koku uma garlic mayo, which can almost qualify as the title for an isekai anime, the Mexican cheese chicken, as well as the cheese double teriyaki. Together with this campaign, there will be TV commercials spotlighting their newest menu, and in those commercials you can even see a brand new EVA unit. I mean, just look at this majesty. This is undoubtedly the result of American-Japanese manufacturing cooperation. I guess giving them a heart attack is one way to beat the angels. Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I have included this one totally for myself, because if you've had a conversation with me longer than 5 seconds, you exactly know that this is my type of anime. We finally have some news regarding the anime adaptation of Tomodachi no Imoto ga Ore ni dake uzai, or also My Friend's Little Sister Has It In For Me. Yes, you heard that correctly. You all know the awkward situation where a girl you know keeps making fun of you, insults you, but is actually admiring you. Except that does not happen in real life and only means that she's already sent a screenshot of you flirting within a group chat with the skull emoji, and now there's 5 girls laughing at you instead of 1. However, luckily Studio Blade is here to save us by announcing that the anime will air in October of 2025. This is actually quite big news because the studio has previously informed us about this adaptation in 2021, after which it has been pretty much radio silent. So if you were excited about this one, now you have a date to look forward to. What's pretty funny about this is that the author has also written Gimai Seikatsu, which already aired last year and whose anime adaptation was announced in 2022. So I really don't know what they were waiting for with this one.